Hello everyone, it's Robert at the Sampleist, and today we'll be checking out Myth Rhythm by Ocean Swift. Myth Rhythm is a powerful beat-making library packed with 4,800 samples that can be placed in 16 individual cells where you can make unique rhythms and loops. Pack that with a great selection of effects and forms of modulation, and you have a very versatile tool in hand. You also have the ability to add your own samples to Myth Rhythm cells, so the possibilities really are endless. Also, if you own NKS2 gear, such as the Control S-Series MK3 by Native Instruments, you'll have seamless control over many parameters. It really is a great library for beatmakers, producers, and composers. At the time of this recording, Myth Rhythm is on sale for €40, with the full price being €60. The download size is 1.11 gigabytes, and it can be run on the free version of Kontakt version 8 and higher. A big shout out, by the way, to Ocean Swift for letting us check this out at no cost. Even so, they're in no way influencing my thoughts and opinions on this video. Also, if you could give this video a like and subscribe to the Sampleist, it would mean the world to us. Now let's go. Alright, so we have Myth Rhythm open right now, and this is such a cool rhythmic library. I've actually started going into epic hip hop myself for trailers and whatnot, and having something like this is going to be very useful. And we have a lot of different presets here. So let's just dive right in. We have the Faxi Basic. Had a just zoned out, I guess, there for a second, sorry. But yeah, this is what opens right away when you open the library. So let's dive right in. So far I'm noticing some really nice, more cleaner, well, I say cleaner, but they are pretty processed presets that are really like more of that like versatile realm. And when I say that, I mean like I could use them for many different areas. I know I could probably try to use this for some under type scoring if I manipulate it a certain way, which I have with other types of drum beats and stuff, or use this for the epic hip hop like I talked about with some really good cool reverbs and distortion and whatnot. I feel like these are more like blank canvases in a good way because they're open and ready for a lot of effects, and you can really go crazy. Like here, we have nothing. And how about over here? Yeah, it's just like I said, a nice blank canvas to start with. Let's keep going. so far in this section. I'm really impressed because I've got some cool ideas going on in my head for some trailer intros that involve some of these. Pretty cool stuff here. Nice sound design. This is sweet. Not just for making beats and stuff if you want to go that darker route, but oh my god, this is some cool, tense underscoring here. Light, what? I really have to start starring these more because this is crazy. I really am impressed. Let's keep going.
Schlesisches Tor. Zurückbleiben bitte. Rathaus Neukölln.
Ostkreuz.
Boxhagener Platz.
Betriebsbahnhof Rummelsburg. Ausstieg links. Adlershof. Betriebsbahnhof.
Bergstraße. Kolumbiadamm.
I really should have made the composition go revolve around cats. A missed opportunity.
Help me. Ah! Ah, fuck!
Jamal?
Oh, yeah.
My mom.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting, that one. We got a wide range of stuff, I guess. Really cool stuff, though. I'm getting some memories of hearing Dr. Beats, not as a marching band member, but as someone who would walk by and hear the Dr. Beat go crazy loud. Sorry if I gave someone some PTSD to those times. All right, so all in all, this library packs a lot. Wow, I'm really impressed. We have so many different selections just of claps, clavs, kicks, and just in this one section, we just have so many other kits ready to go and mess around with. And as I said before in the intro, with these cells, you can add your own stuff and make some cool ideas. So that does it for this section. Next, we'll go into the UI. All right, so we have the UI section right here. I really dig the background. It's kind of trippy, but looks really cool. So right here, what we have is our selection of our cells, our individual cells. And with each cell, you see the sound wave over here. But you also see this over here where you could upload your own samples. And it even says here user and whatnot. And it also tells you what number it is and what note it's going to be. Though that doesn't mean it'll be C1 because that's why down here. No, just the cell number. And it's all labeled down here. And depending on which you're using, there'll be different colors, as you'll see. Over here, we have our solos, our mutes. And then down here, we have the type. So we could just go here and choose our type of sound and whatnot, or you could just cycle this way. You can choose sound that you want. Then we have our color to change the color of the cell. Then you can copy, paste, reset the cell or reset the parameters, I should say, or clear the cell. I think that's nice to have. You can mess around, maybe have like the same type of sound in different cells, but modulated differently, have different effects on it. So you have some variety. If you want to start something cleaner and then eventually get to something incredibly gritty, that's a good way to go about it. Instead of having to do multiple tracks in your DAW. We have our chord controls down here. We have our filter, wide selection, your amp envelope, your AD, well, I should say attack, hold, and decay, overall volume, filter envelope, pitch envelope, LFOs. I do like the re-trigger button's easy right there, so then you could just have the LFO restart every time. This is nice because you get to choose what the destination is for the LFO. Could also sync to the tempo, and I should say not just the tempo, but the note value. And then as well, you don't want that, you want something more loose. There you go. The dynamics, we have our compressor, more or less. almost said compression. So over here, we have our effects, which will affect the entire area over here. And you have like a wide selection of choices here, really. Well, once you go in it, a lot of choices. Like really cool presets. So over here's our delays. We have creative, which is kind of cool. You have your screamer, your dirt, kind of like it's basically like the plugins that you get from Native Instruments. Except they're more of the Kontakt based side. You have your chorus, your phases, flare, whatnot. You have your reverbs. Really great to have. I really like this. Over here, you can cycle between the room and the hall. Have your ping pong, or a stereo setup, or mono. And then over here, we have our options, which to me kind of blew my mind. So over here, you can adjust various little parameters here. You could like really fine tune things. As for the velocity. So let me just play around with that. Let's see what happens. Yeah, what a difference there. We have a polyphonic aftertouch. Also the pitch bend. Oh boy, let's see what happens. Probably not the best over there with the kick here, but you could hear the difference. So it really adjusts the range there. And then down here is what you can have synced to the NKS2 setup, I should say. And over here, there is a whole thing here explaining what's best to use with that. I think if I had this controller, which I actually do plan on getting really soon, I would go crazy with it, honestly, because then I could really have all the knobs that I want to each thing here. I think that'd be awesome. And then, oops, you have so many choices. Let's go put that there. And you could save it. You could save your preset here. You can load it. And you have various setups here. So if you have an NKS2 compatible set of hardware, like the MK3, the Native Instruments new keyboard series, then you can go ham on this, especially since I think there is the polyphonic aftertouch and whatnot. Like I noticed that this library is very good with stuff like that. So that way you can have like total control, so it's seamless. You don't have to deal with the mouse and everything like I do. But either way, I love this library. It packs a punch, like a really good punch. So next is the composition. Try to keep it simple. Hope you like it. So my final thoughts on Myth Rhythm is that it has a lot of cool different sounds, and sounds I never would have expected. The baby sound, some of the other stuff was surprising, but in a good way, because I could really make some crazy sounds with those as the source, and maybe you just put it back in as a user cell and put in a beat, or make some cool trailer sound design or scoring sound design with that source. But yeah, great beats, great kits, great ability to make loops. It's a great all-around library if you ask me. So please like this video and subscribe to the Sampleist. It would mean the world to us. And comment below what you think of this library, how you would use Myth Rhythm, if you have used it, how you feel about it and whatnot. I think this is an awesome beat making library, great for loops and everything. So I think it's good to check out. So happy writing, everyone.